Let's talk about how a stiff upper lip can help you supersize and grow your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Our confidence-related idiom today is a stiff upper lip. This is an idiom that dates back to ancient Greek times, the time of the Spartans, whose culture and discipline and self-sacrifice reputation actually was an inspiration for the English public school system. But this isn't really an English idiom so much as an American idiom. And it's been popular for a long time, but in 1963 it appeared in the novel by the same name, Stiff Upper Lip Jeeves, by P.G. Wodehouse, or Wodehouse, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Anyway, excuse my itchy nose. It means to be steady and determined, have a steady and determined attitude or mannerisms, especially in the face of trouble or challenging times. Now, as a kid, I was a little accident prone. At 2 years old, I was running around the house with my sister and I tripped over a tricycle because I was only a 2-year-old, and I ripped open my lip. And so I learned early on that I needed to have a stiff upper lip in order to get through life. When I was 3, I cracked my head open on a coffee table during President Kennedy's funeral procession. So that tells you how old I am. And then I stepped on a nail when they were putting in curb and gutter by our house. And so I was like an accident prone and infection prone and sick kid. I had laryngitis, tonsillitis, talked like a rusty gate hinge, kind of still do, for years and years and years. And I just had little challenges my whole life that I needed to work through and still enjoy my life through and be a kid through. So I learned that being determined, being resolved, just no matter what was happening, pulling through and doing what I wanted to do was part of what my nature needed to be and how I needed to show up in the world. And I think that's very important when it comes to growing and building and supersizing our business. If we have a stiff upper lip, meaning we have resolve, we are committed to something, if we make a decision and stick to it and we know we're going to figure it out no matter what happens, those are examples to me of having a stiff upper lip. If we begin with the end in mind, if we know we want to do something and this is our goal, and we know that stuff's going to happen along the way to try to prevent us from doing it, but no matter what, we're going to figure out a way to get there, then we'll get there. If we commit to and we say, this is what I'm going to create in the world, we will create that unless we let things outside of us stop us from doing it. And the only person that can make that happen or let that happen is you. There's no way to fail if you commit to something, and you might not commit to the exact path of how you're going to get there, but you commit to the end result. Begin with the end in mind. And then we use our core values and our principles and our beliefs as guides, and they might be our personal ones in the beginning, but then they become our organizational ones as well. And I think it's critical that we have those, because they're our guides in terms of what we will and will not do to grow and build and supersize our business. This idiom, stiff upper lip, reminds me of the whole topic of resiliency and determination. How many times will you hear no? How many times will you run into little roadblocks or stumbling blocks or obstacles or legislation or regulatory changes or things that can slow your growth down? Will you use that as a reason to throw in the towel? COVID pandemic was a great opportunity, believe it or not, for millions of people to change their mind and stop what they were doing and switch to something else, to throw in their towel and stop running a business that maybe wasn't right for them. And I've done that. I've run businesses that didn't feel right for me in the past, and it's harder to give yourself permission to just switch. I don't know, some people can give themselves permission to switch things all the time, but I tend to go down a road and stay a little too long before I realize, okay, this is not the right road for me, and it's okay to get on a different road. It's okay to find a different vehicle. So, love to know your personal experience with this idiom or this expression, stiff upper lip. I like it. I don't know if I've said it to my kids or to other people, but I've definitely thought it before. So go out, have an awesome day, and I will be with you tomorrow with another confidence-related idiom to coincide with our annual challenge for the month of August. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.